What is going on, guys? Greggles TV. I wanted to go over the new full screen gestures for the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus with the Android One UI 2.0 update. You should have this obviously as well on your other Galaxy phones as well if you have this new update. And previously you'd have your recent apps button right here, which is going to bring up any apps that you currently have open, your home button, which will bring you back home, or your back button. So for instance, if I'm in here, Fitbit, I can take a step back, it'll bring here. If I press it again, it'll end up bringing me home. That is the setup that it's had in the past. Well, they updated it ever so slightly to match what you get with, like, say, a Pixel phone. Swipe down from the top, go into settings, then go into display, and then what you're going to do is go into navigation bar, and you're going to see full screen gestures. So I tap on that, and I can leave it the way it is, or I can hit more options. And there's a couple of things here. This one is what they had in the previous, they had this on the Android 9 update. So I'll show you this real quick. So you can swipe up from the top, in the middle will go home, and then left will bring up recent apps, and back button, or you can reverse order that if you want, but I'll just show you how it works. And you see you have these lines at the bottom. So if I swipe up, it's gonna go home. If I swipe up from the bottom right, it's gonna go back. If I swipe up from the bottom left, it's gonna bring up my recent apps. So let's go back into settings, display, and then go into, again, where we were, navigation bar, hit more options. The newest way is right here, swipe from sides and bottom. Now, if you go down a little bit more, you're gonna see there is a setting in here that says allow back gesture on keyboard. I would personally recommend turning that on. And the reason being is, I'll turn it off first. I'm gonna go home. So I'll show you how it works first. So you swipe up to go home. To go back, you can swipe up from the right to the left, or you can go do this way as well. If you wanna bring up your recent apps, press and hold, and you can see you bring up your recent apps. But like I said, if you have, let me see, I'm gonna type something right here. Blah, 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 blah. If I wanna go back, you can see it's not working because I have that setting off. So if I go back in here and I do allow back gesture on keyboard, if I turn that on and go back into where I was typing, now it will allow me to go back. So I like that setting on there. It allows you to basically go back when you're typing on the keyboard, because if you had it turned off, otherwise it wouldn't work. I like this so far in terms of, the gestures on here. I like it better than, just like the 3 lines at the bottom, stuff like that. The one thing that happens is sometimes if I swipe up too much from the bottom, it brings up my Samsung Pay, but you can turn that off so it doesn't ever do that, so your Samsung Pay doesn't come up. But it is something that happens occasionally. But otherwise, you can see it's coming up right there. Otherwise, it works really, really great. I like the back button from this. It's different than on an iPhone, because iPhone doesn't have that back gesture to do like that. But this does match what you get with the Pixel phone. Swiping from the right over to the left to bring up the back button. So there you guys go. That is the new gesture system for the new Galaxy Note 10, S10, whatever version you have for Android. Let me know what you guys think. If you like it, if you don't, we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.